So we haven't done one of these in a very long time, just because we haven't had the time to attend to it, and the process of getting back from Arizona, my week-long vacation, well, it was a process. But now we are back, and we are checking out Nuke's Top 5, or watching Nuke's Top 5, and I think the only thing to do now is get some spicy food. I smile at the Instead, I decided to grab cake. So, oh well. Let's have some fun. Sit back and relax.
Run. Anonymous TikTok user BV11 says that for the last 2 years he's been dealing with unnerving paranormal activity in his home in Texas. He says that it's gotten so bad that he can't sleep without the lights on. So, one night one of his friends is sleeping over when BV11 begins to hear strange sounds coming from his bedroom closet.
Hey, get up. Get up. Get up. You recording me for? You're here. Listen. Sleep. Touch that door. Oh, off. That Ouija board. I'm getting out of this room. I can't sleep in here with this.
BV11 wakes up his friend and opens the closet door, only to find nothing inside. Now his friend is actually skeptical and really just seems to be very annoyed by the whole ordeal. But either way, TikTok user BV11 makes it his mission to record evidence of his terrifying experiences. Late one night when he's all alone, he hears sounds coming from the hallway just outside his bedroom. He quickly grabs his phone and begins to record. What happens next is downright chilling.
Okay guys, I think this might be the last time.
A strange, bizarrely shaped dark figure charges toward him and he quickly slams his door shut. But what do you think this could be? Is BV11's home haunted, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Merton Priory. Paranormal investigators Jeff, Phil, and Mark from the YouTube channel Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations are invited to spend the night at the 900-year-old ruins of the haunted Merton Priory chapter house in London, England. From the years 1114 to 1538, the chapter house was a meeting room and part of a gigantic cathedral that no longer exists today. Museum trustee John Hawkes believes that a presence haunts the ancient ruins.
I've always felt that there was a presence here. There was an extraordinary atmosphere. We may be under a road on slabs of concrete, but I think that the kind of spirit we have here is a very benign one. In this room, in the chapter house, you're familiar with going into large churches and finding graves under the floor. Yeah. In this room, there were 31 graves under the floor. 31 skeletons were dug up.
As the trustee mentions, the ruins were excavated in the late 1980s, and 31 bodies were found buried under the floor. The bodies are believed to be the remains of monks from the cathedral, and it is thought that many passed away from the plague. That night, the Ghost Tech team sets up their static cameras and begin their investigation. Jeff sits on the floor asking questions of the alleged spirit, and then things take a terrifying turn.
If there's something that you can do to let us know that you can hear my voice, please move something, even throw something at me, I don't mind. At least I know that you're here and that you're listening. Now I guess I must be sitting on top of where lots of the skeletons were found. Can you come and take a seat next to me? I felt the floor move behind me and I heard footsteps right up behind me. Can you come and take a seat next to me? When we review the footage and audio, the footsteps are louder on Static Cam 1. Here is the audio taken from Static Cam 1. Can you come and take a seat next to me? Hi there. I heard you. Sorry you made me jump.
Jeff jumps up in shock as he feels movement on the floorboards and hears footsteps right behind him. Now, Jeff is normally very calm and composed during their investigations, but he freaks right out and even drops his recorder to the floor and almost breaks it as he jumps to his feet. However, the Ghost Tech team has no idea that they captured something even more shocking. A static camera recording the ruins where the 31 bodies were found captures something truly eerie. A dark figure seems to walk from the preserved coffins on display against the back wall and simply disappears into thin air. The Ghost Tech team has no explanation for what they captured, and they believe that they might have recorded paranormal evidence of the spirit that is said to haunt the Chapter House Museum. You can watch this entire investigation and many more spooky moments over on the YouTube channel, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations. If you found a great ghost video online or recorded one yourself, please send it my way at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Abandoned Arcade. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a source for this next video, but from what I have gathered, the footage was captured by security cameras at an abandoned pachinko arcade in Nagano, Japan. It is said that the ghost of a young girl is often seen inside this abandoned arcade. The CCTV footage seems to show a policeman investigating after an alarm in the abandoned arcade was set off by something. What happens next is downright chilling. What looks like the figure of a young girl can be seen following the policeman, but he doesn't see or hear anything. When the policeman turns to leave, the girl can be seen suddenly crouching nearby. Now, because there's no source, we'll probably just never know what happened. So, the footage remains unexplained. My Haunted Hotel. So you might recall from our previous story on Nuke's Top 5 that at the allegedly very haunted Ye Olde King's Head Inn in Chester, England, the owner, along with his two friends, actually allow curious ghost seekers to spend the night at the 400-year-old inn and investigate the paranormal activity for themselves. And the guests usually find something spooky. It's all captured by their 16 CCTV cameras and posted to their YouTube channel, My Haunted Hotel. Well, since our last update, some new spooky incidents have been caught on camera at the hotel. Of course, there are the usual hotel guests who come in as skeptics with a bit of an attitude.
Someone can have it right there, actually. Oh, Katie, no. Look at her. What's she doing? Where did you go? No, it's not funny, Katie. You know
This
I'm
is
the
the
one
doll.
who accused me. What are you carrying it for?
Oh, she's got to bear out to the back, Katie.
But then when something invisible pounds on your door, it's likely to change your skeptical mind.
But it could be laughter. The children are. Is there a child? you outside that door? On the back door.
That's got to be the door. That is the door. Oh my god.
You outside that door?
But they have caught some other chilling evidence that even freaks out the My Haunted Hotel team. In this clip, the team is gathered in the restaurant of the hotel with a group of guests when they experience something that shocks them all.
I need to hear you, Charles. I need to know who you are. Is your surname Griffith? Who's that?
Oh, sorry, glass, it was the glass fell off. The glass fell off the thing. Wow.
What?
The glass fell off!
The second piece of evidence is just as astonishing as the first, and we are able to document this moment from 4 different cameras, which clearly capture what we deem to be poltergeist activity, as a glass is flung from the function room bar.
I need to know who you are. Is your surname Griffith? Is your surname Griffith? Is your surname Griffith? I didn't even get on to the fact that there were glasses on the bar, so when something made a noise I thought something had just moved behind this bar until Phoebe screamed in my face that it was the glass. Look, there is no way. It flings back this way. Like, there's just no way.
But that's not all that they've captured at the inn over the last month. In the middle of the day, a security camera in the hallway outside room 5 captures something the My Haunted Hotel team just can't explain. A shadow figure seems to just materialize at the end of the hallway and then quickly disappears. Harry, Brett, and Danny are shocked and thrilled by what their security camera caught on video. The team says that they have always hoped to capture a full-bodied apparition on video in the hotel. So, to watch many more spooky incidents that the team and hotel guests experience within Ye Old King's Head Inn, you can go to the YouTube channel, My Haunted Hotel. Beware the purple chair. Proud mother Martina claims that she and her family are terrorized by a dark supernatural entity that haunts their home. Martina has set up a series of static cameras to keep a safe watch on her children, but she also caught some footage that is absolutely unnerving. Two doors move by themselves and the boy calls for his mother, but otherwise doesn't seem that concerned. But as he continues to play his video game, his chair is forcefully pushed backwards, finally sending the boy running from Mama. Cut to another day and Martina is casually vacuuming the hallway carpet. Then this happens. Again, a door moves by itself and Martina's vacuum seems to float into the air as she hysterically slaps and screams at it until it just drops back to the ground. But the creepy activity doesn't stop there. Martina and her son are home alone one night when the living room security camera captures this.
I'm making video out of the show.
The outside door opens and closes on its own as the door handle rapidly rotates as if being turned by some invisible force. Martina grabs her phone and is about to record the door when the purple desk chair suddenly glides toward her and her son. The two have had enough and are about to hurry out of the living room, but something seems to forcefully pull at Martina's sweater. So is this real poltergeist activity caught on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Passing through. Popular urban explorer Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill is back on another creepy exploration. This time he explores an abandoned and allegedly haunted factory that was built back in 1916 and has been deserted for over 50 years. Chris makes his first on-screen appearance in this video, and just saying, but he looks like he could probably kick a ghost. But even he starts to get a bit freaked out as he explores the old factory. Soon after arriving, Chris captures something very creepy on camera.
I wonder what these things are used for. It's like these shells are all connected, it seems like. Damn. Can't tell though.
A dark figure can be seen quickly moving out of sight at the end of a small tunnel system. But in the dark, Chris doesn't even notice the strange shape and just continues exploring. Chris sets up a static infrared camera to record himself as he checks out the main hall of the factory. What happens next is downright chilling.
Did you hear that? That was loud. What the hell? What the was that? What the was that noise?
Did you see it? Right after Chris is startled by a loud noise, a pale translucent figure seems to actually pass into his body, and he spins around as he feels something that gives him chills.
That was loud. What the hell? What the was that?
Almost immediately, another figure appears in a doorframe on the left and seems to be watching Chris. And things just get worse. Chris is suddenly struck with extreme nausea and unfortunately, he pukes. I've muted the audio and blurred the video because it's a little gross. But I wanted to leave the scene in because something happens to Chris right at this moment that is truly bizarre. The same translucent figure from before seems to leave Chris's body as he vomits violently. Now, viewers of Chris's YouTube channel believe that he had an encounter with a demonic presence and that something sinister actually entered and left his body. But what do you think? You can watch this entire exploration and many more adventures in creepy abandoned places over on Chris's YouTube channel, Urbex Hill. The Doppelganger. Giovanni Lima was living a quiet life with his girlfriend Laura in Sao Paulo, Brazil. But lately he says their lives have been turned upside down by some truly terrifying events. One night, the couple falls asleep on the couch in the living room when Giovanni is woken up by a very disturbing sound.
Que porra é essa, mano?
Vem cá.
Que porra é essa?
Amor.
Giovanni's girlfriend Laura is asleep on the couch right next to him, but chillingly he hears what sounds like her voice coming from somewhere down the hall.
Vem cá.
Que porra é essa?
In another video, Giovanni says that he began to feel very ill shortly after this incident and was forced to go to the hospital. As he's filming his chilling story, something happens that he simply can't explain.
Muita gente estava pedindo explicações, então eu vim aqui trazer explicações agora. Eu gravei aquele vídeo ontem, de madrugada, quando eu estava dormindo com a minha namorada na sala da casa dela inteiro. Eu comecei a passar mal, inexplicavelmente, no meio do rolê. No meio do dia eu comecei a passar mal, tive que ir pro hospital. Então eu também fiquei ausente por causa disso. E agora eu tô fazendo aqui a resposta do que aconteceu realmente ali naquele lugar. E a porta do meu quarto acabou de abrir. Não faz sentido, não faz...
Giovanni's bedroom door opens by itself, but when he peeks out into the hallway, there's no one there. Cut to a week later. Giovanni is home alone when things take an even more terrifying turn. Again, a female voice can be heard calling out to Giovanni, even though he's completely alone in the house. He suddenly hears loud footsteps charging toward him, and he just makes a run for it. Giovanni has no idea why and how these creepy events are happening. Some of his concerned viewers believe that he might be dealing with a skinwalker or a doppelganger pretending to be his girlfriend. So now, 3 months go by and Giovanni is happy to report that nothing paranormal has happened since his last video. And it seems like he just jinxed it all. Because soon after, he and his girlfriend wake up in the middle of the night to strange sounds just outside their bedroom door.
Tá acontecendo de novo. Você ouviu, mãe? Ai, caralho.
Whatever is haunting the couple is back, and it seems angry. So what do you think is going on here? Let me know down in the comments. Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Kent Burris from the YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine might seem very familiar, as I've featured updates on his continuing story many times on Nuke's Top 5. Kent has spent 5 years of his life documenting the disturbing paranormal activity he experiences day and night in his home in Carmel, Maine. Lately, Kent has captured even more terrifying paranormal encounters. One day, Kent is home alone and working in his office when he hears voices and bangs coming from somewhere inside his house. He quickly grabs his phone and hits record.
You making noise? You making noise upstairs? Jesus!
to another early morning. Kent has fallen asleep for the night with his TV on, but at around 5 a.m. some strange sounds wake him up. He quickly turns on a light, and when he looks up, he sees something at the foot of his bed that chills him to his core. He immediately grabs his phone and hits record. A dark shadow figure can be seen standing at the end of the bed, slightly moving or perhaps even vibrating before it just disappears into thin air. So what do you think is going on in Kent's home? Let me know. You can watch many more paranormal moments over on Kent's YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The Night Flyer. This next video was sent in to me by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Mark from Greenland. So one evening Mark is out in the snow with his daughter walking the family dog, but Mark's daughter spots something truly bizarre up on the hill. A strange dark figure can be seen floating in the sky between apartment buildings. Mark misses it and just doesn't understand what his daughter is pointing at. He only realizes what she saw when he reviews his footage back at home. Now Mark believes they might have captured a supernatural being known as a Kivitok, an aggressive supernatural entity from Greenland folklore. Anyway, what do you think this could be? Let me know down in the comments. Hidden in the dark. For the last 3 months, popular YouTube ghost hunter Franco TV has been on an extensive trip through several countries to explore the most haunted and downright dangerous locations in South America. Now, not too long ago, I featured Frank's terrifying exploration of the Presbítero Maestro Cemetery in Lima, Peru, where he captured some shocking moments that are still unexplained to this day. After many requests from his viewers, Frank decides to go back to the cemetery in hopes of capturing even more paranormal activity. As he's making his way through the giant cemetery, he begins to hear odd sounds coming from somewhere nearby.
Okay. Hear it. You heard that? Right over there. Someone's whistling. Yeah, that. I'm out.
Now, Frank is a little spooked by the strange sounds, but what he doesn't seem to notice is that someone or something seems to be lurking just behind the tombstones. Frank shrugs off the sounds and continues to explore, making his way through the giant graveyard. That's when he captures something downright creepy.
I'm gonna start heading towards that area where people end their lives. I kinda wanna look at this place. See if I could probably get some stock footage from it or something. What the hell is that? Hold on. I saw something small there.
When brightened and enhanced, a pale face can be seen looking out from inside one of the crypts. Frank spots the peeking face and quickly hurries over to look inside the crypt, but there's no one there. The cemetery is dark and it's hard to see, so Frank believes that he might have just captured a reflection from something inside the crypt. He again shrugs off the bizarre event as something that can just be explained. But what happens next is absolutely horrifying.
That's the front door there. That is creepy. That's the basement area. Right in there. Whoa. I heard another gunshot over there.
Did you see it? Now let's watch that again, but this time I'll brighten up and enhance the footage.
That is creepy. That's the basement area. Right in there.
Something can be seen standing right at the bottom of the crypt stairs, but when Frank shines his flashlight, it just seems to disappear. So could this ominous figure belong to the person buried inside the crypt? You decide. You can watch this entire exploration series of the Presbitero Maestro Cemetery over on the YouTube channel, Franco TV. Thanks so much for watching. You're probably tired of me saying this, but my upload schedule is crazy. So please subscribe and click to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. My Instagram is there, Twitter is right there, and a TikTok. Hopefully, I will see you back here for the next video.
The music. Alright, we'll be right back. Parte dos.
Come on in. 5 months ago, 19-year-old Dylan Rounds mysteriously disappeared from his farm in Lucin, Utah. Search parties have scoured the area, but Dylan has never been found.
We begin tonight with a local family very concerned about their missing son. He seemingly vanished from his farm.
His parents say he was excited to start farming in northwest Utah, but after he planted his crop, he went missing, and now they suspect foul play.
This land in Lucin, Utah might not look like much, but to 19-year-old Dylan Rounds, it was everything.
I'm convinced that it's foul play. Every vehicle he has, a retractor, everything is accounted for and in place.
If you know anything about Dylan's disappearance, his family is begging you to call police.
Lance Kelly from the YouTube channel Earthworm Infotainment decided to join the search for Dylan Rounds, investigating the many abandoned mines and caves in the countryside nearby. On this particular exploration, Lance finds an entrance to the collapsed Bald Eagle mine. Now it should be noted that the old collapsed mine is said to be haunted, but nevertheless Lance heads into the small entrance to investigate. What happens next is downright chilling.
All right. A lot of cold air coming out of this one, so it's probably pretty deep. Anyone in here?
Did you hear it? As Lance enters the collapsed mine, he asks, "Anyone in here?" To which someone or something seems to reply, "Come on in." Now the sound is a bit difficult to hear as Lance's feet are crunching against the loose gravel on the floor of the mine. But I did my best to isolate and enhance the creepy reply. Listen again carefully.
Anyone in here?
As Lance treks further into the abandoned mine, it soon becomes clear that the passage is too small for anyone to be hiding inside. So just who or what could this voice be? You can follow the continuing search for Dylan Rounds over on the YouTube channel, Earthworm Infotainment. Gotta see it to believe it. TikTok user Chubby Gooby recently moved into her new home in Reno, Nevada, along with her husband and their 2 cats. Not long after moving in, the cats started to behave in a very odd way.
Well, our surveillance camera caught this, and I'm a little bit nerved about everything that happens, and the fact that the camera just stopped at the end of this. I'm not really sure what to do about this. Just watch and let me know what you think at the end. My cat never comes up to me like this unless she wants food, so that might have been what it was, but she was acting particularly weird.
What's wrong? What's wrong, baby girl? Why are you looking at me like that?
Our cat just walked away from me, and I felt like she knew it was coming.
What the f***? What the f*** just happened? Hello?
As Chubby Gooby is relaxing with a drink and watching TV, her cat approaches her as if alarmed. But then soon the kitty inexplicably just jumps away. Just then, a flower pot falls from the fireplace as if pushed, and even more strangely, the CCTV camera suddenly drops from its mount on the wall. Late another night, Chubby Gooby and her husband are fast asleep in bed, but something in their house is awake and very active. Something terrifying.
I was fully asleep at this point, and I was trying to wake up.
A clothes hamper slides across the floor toward the sleeping couple as a book seems to be yanked from the shelf by an unseen force. The couple awakes confused and in a panic from the sound, but they only realize what happened later, after watching their security video. Even after the events in the house, Chubby's husband is still skeptical. But one night, Chubby hears creepy sounds coming from the basement. After a long discussion, she convinces her reluctant husband to head down to the basement with her to investigate. It did not go well.
Can't believe you have me recording this.
Well, you know.
What do I know?
You don't know. What if something happens? We don't have any explanation for it. Like I said last time, I'm going to record everything. You don't record it, you don't...
You need to explain that?
So I'm tired.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the 50th freaking night in a row. Something's happened.
I think you're exaggerating. Look, it's a basement. Yeah. What the f*** is that? Yeah, that happens.
Jeez!
What the
Okay, we need to go. Go. Go.
Oh, where?
Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Gee, go. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs.
Let's go.
Go. Go upstairs.
Shooby Gooby's skeptical husband is now convinced as random things start to fall and eerily move across the basement floor right in front of his eyes. The terrified couple runs right back upstairs. So could it be that the couple's new home is haunted? Let me know what you think. The Man in Black. This next creepy video is a bit of a mystery as it was shared to the internet without a source. So the story goes that the video was filmed by a young tourist in Europe while exploring an abandoned old monastery. And without even knowing, he captures something truly chilling.
Oh, but I kept listening to it. I was like,
A figure dressed in what looks like a long black monk's robe appears briefly in the doorway before just disappearing into thin air. The tourist didn't even realize what he had just filmed and only discovered the figure when rewatching his footage later. But with no definitive source, is it real or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. If you found a great ghost video online or recorded one yourself, please send it my way at nukestop5@gmail.com. Uninvited. Nick Perry from Roseville, California says that he witnessed a dark shadow figure while driving on the allegedly very haunted Dyers Lane Road 2 years ago. Nick is convinced that this dark, sinister thing attached itself to him and even followed him home. He says that since that night he has experienced terrifying paranormal activity in his home. Now, fearing that his family and friends might think he's lying or maybe just went right off the deep end, Nick says that he never told anyone about the strange incidents in his house. But he claims that the paranormal activity in his home has become more frequent and more intense. So he has decided to record the incidents on his new YouTube channel called The Hooker. No idea why that name. But anyway, late one night Nick starts to hear something and grabs his camera. What he catches on video is truly bizarre.
So I thought Fawn and David were back. I just got out of the shower and I heard, well, it sounded like a door opening and closing, but oh my God, nobody's f***ing here. And my cat is just staring at the f***ing door. I know, messy room, I know. It's my sister's room. Which creeps me out for some reason. See, look at her. Staring over there at the f***ing door.
Nick becomes increasingly more anxious as the unexplained activity soon starts to get more intense.
Don't f***ing scare me, dog. The f***, man. Tough dog. Why every time I'm fucking alone, dude?
Unnerved by what he's experiencing, Nick's own dog scares him as he catches the window blinds moving on their own. Nick has no idea that things are about to take an even more terrifying turn. One night, Nick is taking a cute little video of his cat when he captures something downright chilling.
Wow. What? What are you doing in there? This is random.
Nick hears a bang, and as he exits the bathroom to investigate, a small dark figure can be seen in the bathtub as his camera pans by. But Nick doesn't even notice it until he checks his camera footage later. Nick now becomes determined to try to catch video of the odd shadow figure again, so he sets up more cameras to record around his house while he is away. Late one evening, he returns to find this.
So we're fucking... my phone's dying. So I'm just gonna have to unplug.
Someone or something can be seen walking around the living room, but nobody's home. So just who or what is this? Nick believes that the dark figure he saw years ago on Dyer's Lane followed him home and is still haunting his house. But what do you think is going on here? You can follow Nick's continuing search for answers over on his YouTube channel, The Hooker.
What do you want?
Want a job that I don't hate.
Skinwalker. This next creepy video was posted to Reddit by Australian Reddit user HasBeen42 with the caption, quote, "My friend recorded a potential skinwalker." So Reddit user HasBeen42's friends are out in the woods of Australia late one night when they encounter this.
We got hearing weird noises in the forest. What the what the
The friends have no idea what they captured on camera, and HasBeen42 took it upon himself to post the video to Reddit in search of answers. The friends believe they might have captured a skinwalker, but what do you think this could be? Is it a skinwalker or just some strange Aussie critter?
What the what the
The most haunted hotel in Texas. The Meager Hotel was built in 1859 in San Antonio, Texas. It was constructed on the old battlegrounds of the Texas Battle of the Alamo. Then years later, during the Civil War, the hotel was converted into a hospital for wounded and dying soldiers. With a history like that, it's not surprising that the hotel is considered to be a hotbed for paranormal activity. Over the years, the hotel staff members and guests have had countless strange supernatural encounters. Back in 2009, hotel guest Ricky Garcia had a first-hand experience with one of the hotel spirits when he was recording footage of the beautiful, historic interior. A translucent figure about the size of a child can be seen walking on the other side of the main hotel hall on the second floor. And Ricky isn't the only one who captured a ghost on camera on the Menger Hotel's second floor walkway. 4 years later, in 2013, hotel guest Felicia Powell captured this photo of the same area on the second floor of the Menger Hotel. In the photo, a child guest at the hotel dressed in red can be seen walking along, but no one knows who or what is walking behind her. So is it true that the Menger Hotel is haunted? And just what walks the stair landing on the second floor? Let me know what you think. The Last Stop. Popular Korean YouTuber Dosha from the paranormal YouTube channel Dosha Michael sets out to explore a creepy abandoned bus company located somewhere in South Korea. Now, not much is known about the mysterious bus company or why it was left abandoned, but Dosha believes that the location is haunted by the spirit of an old man that used to live inside one of the only remaining buses on the property. In an attempt to capture the ghost of the old man, the YouTuber sets up a GoPro camera to record the bus while he explores the rest of the enormous site. And this is when things start to get really creepy.
방금 소리 뭐 들었어요? 쿵 엄청 크게 소리.
A loud bang can be heard, startling Dosha as he's setting up his GoPro. Now, a bit freaked out, he eventually leaves to explore the building. But after a few hours, he doesn't really find or experience anything in the abandoned bus depot. So he grabs his static camera and just heads home. But when Dosha looks back at his captured footage of the bus, he's shocked when he realizes what his static GoPro camera recorded. Something can be seen walking past the bus and out of frame. Dosha has no idea who or what this could be. So, he returns the next day and leaves the GoPro in the exact same spot. What his camera captures that night is absolutely chilling. First, something can be seen moving around inside the bus. Then a little later, a dark mist-like figure can be seen looking out the window on the second floor before moving back out of sight. So could it be that Dosha captured the ghost of the old man who used to live inside the bus? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire video and many more spooky ghost investigations with English subtitles over on the YouTube channel Dosha Michael. Creature or compression? Pakistani Reddit user Phantom881999 says that late one night the strange CCTV footage was captured just outside his dad's workplace. Now the Redditor definitely admits that this could simply be a strange glitch in the compression on the camera. But why does one of these two people look like they are hunched over and walking on 4 legs? So is this weird compression or a weird creature? Let me know what you think. A little evil. Popular ghost hunter Ehab Kasmia sets out to investigate a completely abandoned neighborhood on a mountain in Jordan. Now nobody knows exactly why dozens of homes were deserted in an otherwise thriving city, but locals claim that the neighborhood was plagued by a sinister jinn taking the form of a human child. As Ehab goes from home to home, he doesn't really find much and only hears a few strange noises. But that changes as he gets higher and higher up the mountainside. In one of the empty, dilapidated homes, this happens.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
Did you see it? Ehab doesn't notice when a small childlike hand moves out of sight right behind a doorway. Clueless as to what just happened, Ehab leaves the home and heads to the next house even higher up the mountain. As he explores, something happens that shocks him to his core.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
When Ehab switches to the selfie mode on his phone, he is shocked when he sees the face of a child watching him from outside the window. He races outside, but there's no one there. Now, there is no one around this mountain for miles, and there certainly shouldn't be a child out alone in this dangerous abandoned neighborhood. So Ehab is now starting to believe that the local legends are true. He thinks the mountain might just really be haunted by a malevolent entity that takes the form of a child. But, as always, you decide. Just pulling your leg. This next video has been circulating the internet, but unfortunately no one seems to know the original source. So, somewhere in Asia, a child is innocently crawling across the floor. Then this happens. The light in the room suddenly flashes off, just as the crawling child's legs seem to be pulled by something that we can't see. Incredibly upset by the occurrence, the crying child charges forward wildly as if to try to escape whatever might be after him. Or is he being pushed? It's kind of hard to tell. But with no source for the video, I guess we'll never know. Thanks so much for watching. Lately, my upload schedule has been completely ridiculous. So, please be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell notification icon so that you never miss a video. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you would like to, you can follow me on Instagram here, on Twitter here, and on TikTok. You all be safe, and hopefully I'll see you back here for the next video.
And indeed we will. Thank you guys for stopping by, and almost an hour worth of Nuke's Top 5 there. Be sure to enjoy your night, folks.